fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I am Senthilkumar G. I will be a sergeant of for today's meeting. I welcome you all for 846 meeting number for Medley Toastmaster Club. Before start the meeting, I would like to mention the 3 ground rules which we are following in our Toastmaster Club. Rule number 1, we don't talk about sex, religion and politics. So please refrain from these topics. And please put your mobile phone on silent mode. I will give you 10 seconds. I will also do it. Rule number 3, please don't cross talk. Thank you. So our mission of our club is to provide a supportive and positive learning which can help us to build a communication and leadership skills. With this, I will hand out this meeting to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Barath, who is a software architect and working on Anish.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Senthil, for setting the context of the meeting. Good afternoon, dear members and guests. With the sound of this gavel, I declare Medley Meeting number 846 open. Please join me in welcoming our Area Director, our C3 Area Director, and our past President of Medley, Toastmaster Pravda for Amirtha. I also welcome the dignitaries who have joined here. Distinguished Toastmaster Thomas T. Abraham, past President of Medley, Toastmaster Saravanan, past President of Medley and past President. And I also welcome all the members who have joined here, and I also welcome the guests who have joined here, guest Anish and guest Sruthi. Guest Sruthi, can we have you here for your short intro about yourself? Welcome. Can you brief us about yourself and how you came to know about Medley?
Yeah, so my name is Sruthi. So I work as a DevOps engineer at SQ1. I came to know about Medley through one of my colleagues who mentioned about Toastmaster and how it is growing. So I really joined Medley to improve my communication and leadership skills. So, yeah.
Thanks and welcome. Can we have guest Anish in the meeting? Welcome, Anish.
So my name is Anish. I recently finished school and I'm in college first year. I'm doing BBA and I joined Toastmasters. I'm a guest today at Toastmasters because I want to improve my overall communication skills, including listening, talking, everything which comes under communication. So I hope have a great journey.
Thank you. Welcome to the team. I want to share a small story about a girl called Bethany Amirtha. When she was at the age of 3, she started to learn surfing from her father, and slowly her passion and interest in surfing grew. And every day she used to go to the beach along with her friends and practice surfing. And slowly, from the age of 6, she started participating in various competitions, and by the age of 9, she has started winning the competition. And at the age of 10, she started to getting sponsorship. And by the age of 13, she was already a rising star in surfing. And one day when she was 13 years old, she went as a usual routine or practice. She visited the beach along with her friends for surfing. And when she was lying down on the surfboard with her stomach down and upside down, suddenly there's a huge wave came in, and out of that a tiger shark came and pounced on her and bit her and took her of her left hand. She lost blood and she was withering in pain. With the help of her friends, they paddled her to the shore and took her to the hospital. and she had to undergo surgery to fix her arm, but it couldn't be done, and she finally lost her left arm. And everyone thought that is the end of Bethany. She will no longer be able to serve, and then her career is gone. But 26 days later, 26th day after she met with this fatal accident, she was back to the beach with a surfboard. She started off all again. She had to relearn, because surfing requires a lot of balance, balancing skill. And now, losing her left hand, her balancing skill has to be relearned, restarted, and she has to start everything again. It was not easy to balance and to navigate the waves without her left hand. She failed at each and every attempt, but then slowly, but every day turning up, she slowly practiced to balance, to navigate the small waves, and she slowly started practicing, and then finally she was back at her peak and was back to her winning ways. She started back to winning competitions and gained popularity. And today she is not only from a surfing champion, but also an influencer, motivational speaker, where she is spreading the word. She has written her own autobiography, and there are even a movie which has come along on her name. A story of Bethany Hamilton could be a story of great courage and determination. But of all these, it is also a story of practice. It shows the power of practice, and by which you can achieve anything you want. Similarly, in Toastmasters, where we want to achieve a personal growth, practice is one key important aspect. Even in Toastmasters, where we emphasize achieve personal growth through practice. So there is a lot of emphasis on practice, on daily practice, on regular practice, by which we achieve our personal growth and development. The Toastmasters is an 100-year-old organization. It is a non-profit educational international organization which provides a supportive and collaborative environment for development in communication skill and leadership. To take a meeting forward in a Toastmaster meeting, we have the Toastmaster of the day. Today, to play the Toastmaster of the day, we have a person who is a commitment in whatever task she takes. Be it a role of a tag role player, a speaker, or any role she takes, or even if she is not playing a role, and even if she is doing some volunteering activities in any of the meeting, she is committed to it. One fine example which I got to know more about it was our last milestone meeting, in which she had to arrange for snacks and some other items. And she was a bit late, and then she came with all the items packed and all, but she was not in her usual mood, or she was a bit dull. So when I asked her, she said like she had met with an accident when she came on the way. But then, in spite of all these, she came and delivered whatever was expected, whatever she had committed. So that shows the commitment in whatever task, whatever roles she takes, and that shows the commitment towards Toastmaster and towards Medley. So please join me in welcoming the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Hema.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters and dear guests. So, you remember what is the theme for the day? Reach for the moon. Yes, for the moon. When you think about the moon, what comes to your mind?
Light.
Light, okay. Sorry? Armstrong, okay. The small, simplest thing in the life, right? Why Armstrong? You can talk about the party Vadasuttakada, the one grandma who was making vadas in the moon, and one is like, we used to take Nila Chole, Nila Odiva, lot of things, right? So, what else?
The waxing and waning of the moon.
Okay. Okay. So the shiny little things which was untouchable and unreachable when we were kids. Something like fantasy. We all were told when we were fed by mother or grandmother the food. They talk about the moon. They talk about the grandma's baking vada, which was like we were in the fantasy world, right? So why I'm talking about the moon today, that is in Toastmaster today, August 23rd, was celebrated as National Space India. This was celebrated by our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Why was this called as? India didn't look at the moon that way. We went there. On July 14th, the rocket lifted off from the Sriharikota, carried the Chandrayaan 3. On 23rd of August, that evening 6:04 p.m., something unexpectedly happened. The lander touched very softly near the moon, that is moon's south pole. In that moment, India became 4th country in the world to to land on the moon, and that too, first ever to do in the southern part of the moon. So this is the part where it gives me chill, actually. This was not India's first attempt. In 2019, Chandrayaan 2 tried the same thing. It got heartbreakingly close, but the lander crashed. The entire nation was talking about its failure, but ISRO didn't. It just picked up themselves and fixed what went wrong, and they came back very stronger. 4 years down the lane, they succeeded. This is the real story of Chandrayaan 2. Not about science, not about a discovery. It is refusing to accept what went wrong. It is not accepting the failure. It's not a part of the opposite of success. It's part of it. So, when the day we look at what it achieved is the moon impossible. That was costing lesser than the budget of the Hollywood movie Gravity. The real landing was cheaper than the movie About the Space. So what we have learned about this is the person who is very smart, determined, he can go, the person can go even when things when there is a lot of obstacles. So good afternoon, Toastmasters and dear guest. I'm Toastmaster of the day. So it's my responsibility to just to show that today the speakers prepare speeches and then general evaluators and table topic master. I would like to introduce first our general evaluator, Toastmaster Shanmughavel, who is going to evaluate today. He is a general evaluator. Sorry. Toastmaster Shanmughavel, multidisciplinary researcher in mushroom, enzymes and cancer biology, is interested in walking and listening to motivational audiobooks. He is always positive and he never gives up. I was asking about the theme today, Reach for the Moon. He answered Elon Musk quote. He said, when something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. Please put your hands to welcome our general evaluator.
Thank you, team. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmaster and dear guests. Today's theme is Reach for the Moon. It means trying to achieve something big or difficult. It is a metaphor for aiming for something extraordinary or beyond our ordinary limits. Our Tamil poet Barath said, Peridinu Peridike. That means ask something bigger than the biggest. And I would also share some parting thoughts related to this theme of the day. Aim for the moon. If you miss, you may hit a star. Aim for the star, and maybe you may reach the sky. The high is not the limit, it is just the beginning. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam said, a small aim is crime. Have a great aim, so think big. As a general evaluator, my job is to evaluate everything that takes place throughout the meeting. During the meeting, I will take the notes of everything that happened and didn't happen. The general evaluation should highlight how members performed in their preparation and organization, including enthusiasm and meeting rules, carrying out the duties themselves and timeliness. At the end of the meeting, I will give my report. The guest also must adhere the rules such as timing, accounting, and grammatical usage. Today we are having 3 prepared speeches on a table topic sessions. These speeches will be evaluated by qualitatively as well as quantitatively. The qualitative means speech structure, content, speech delivery, body language, and expression. Individual evaluation will conduct with qualitative analysis. The case of quantitative analysis will be done by our tag team comprised of timer, arc counter, and grammarian. Today's the timer is the person having more than 15 years of experience in the industry. The person's hobbies are music, Zumba, travel, and art. Her favorite quote is, failing to plan is planning to fail. The meaning of this person's name is auspicious wisdom or wealth of wisdom. I welcome today's timer Toastmaster Srividhya M to read the timer's instruction.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good afternoon.
Today I'll be the timer, and guess what? I have the power. I have the power to remind you of your time. As a timer, I will time all the formal speeches, the table topic speeches and evaluations. I will also alert each speaker of the time left using the green, yellow and red cards. This week, additionally, in order to encourage greater consciousness in our meetings, we are also introducing the disqualification criteria, which I would like to highlight. The icebreaker speeches should be 4 to 6 minutes long. At the end of 4 minutes, I will raise the green card. At the end of 5 minutes, I will raise the yellow card. And at the end of 6 minutes, I will raise the red card. The prepared speeches should be 5 to 7 minutes long. For this, at 5 minutes, I will raise the green card. At 6 minutes, I will raise the yellow card. And at 7, the red. Again, individual evaluators should have 2 to 3 minutes in length. So at the end of 2 minutes, I will raise the green card. At the end of 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I will raise the yellow card. And at the end of 3 minutes, I will raise the red card. So in addition, we have a speech which would last 12 to 15 minutes. For this, the timing would be 12 to 15. So I will raise the green card at the end of 12 minutes. 10 minutes. Okay, 10 to 12. Okay, at the end of 10 minutes, I will raise the green card. At the end of 11 minutes, I will raise the yellow card. And at the end of 12 minutes, I will raise the 10 to 12 minutes, right?
Sorry, if I may. 10 minutes, green. 13 minutes,
13.
yellow.
Okay.
15 minutes, red. Thank you.
Okay. 15 minutes, I will raise the red card. Thank you. At the end, I will also provide the report for all the speakers. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, the arc counter. The arc counter of today's meeting is a young and energetic person working in the construction and real estate field in Sriannaporani. He watches a lot of cricket and played cricket for his college team. His name's meaning is Lord Surya or Surya Bhagwan. His passionate color is blue. I call upon today's arc counter Toastmaster CJ DInesh.
not giving 5 minutes.
Previously, you know,
Previously I gave So, good afternoon Toastmasters and dear guests. The purpose of our counter is to note words and sounds that are used as crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler words including and I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I, or this means. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker uses these expressions. Thank you. Over to you, Chandra.
thank you all. Next, the grammarian of today is a software professional and a director in a software startup. An avid reader of both fiction and non-fiction books. She loves attending lectures about temples of South India and learning about history of the city of Chennai. This person was a treasurer and also a VPM in our Medley Toastmaster Club. We have received an award for her effort in the Discovery 2025 conference as well. This person's name means immortal life or sacred dream. She is none other than Toastmaster Amirtha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shanmughavel. What is grammar? It's just a set of rules that helps you to speak clearly so that other people can understand what you're trying to say. As your grammarian, today I'll be listening to all the speeches and I'll be taking close note of good words, usages, idioms, phrases and anecdotes. I'll also be looking at improper usage of words and highlighting any grammatical mistakes. Other than that, I'd also like to introduce the word of the day. The word of the day is embellish. It's a verb. The synonyms for embellish are adorn, beautify, decorate. This can be used in two ways, like physical embellishment or narrative embellishment. Physical embellishment is nothing but to make something more beautiful by adding a decoration to it. For example, you can say the little girl embellished her doll with a beautiful crown. You add something and make something that's beautiful even more beautiful. Then there is also narrative embellishment, where you add some details to something you're saying so that it sounds fantastic. For example, the way to use it is you make a story more interesting by adding details that are not necessarily always true. For example, you can say, my grandfather used to embellish stories about his childhood with details that were too dramatic to be true. So we can use embellish in either of these ways. I encourage all of the speakers to use the word of the day in their speech, and at the end of the meeting, I'll be presenting my.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amirtha. So all the speakers are encouraged to use the word of the day that was embellished in the stand. Yesterday, the Toastmaster of the day, tabletop master and the evaluators, they have the enough time to embellish their speech by using this word of the day, which is I count out the according to the TMoD.
Now the most exciting part has come. We're just going to listen speeches from the best speakers. The first speaker is the distinguished Toastmaster, Thomas Abraham. Is a former communication director, Ashok Leyland, former District 822 PR manager, District 125 is prepare speech and TT, communication consultant and creator of many words, photography, voice and designing.
Sure.
Before just, I would like to call this evaluator, Toastmasters and Auxiliary.
DTM Thomas is giving his speech on effective coaching pathways, level 4, project 2, that is question and answer session. Time is 12 to 15 minutes. The purpose, there are two purposes. The purpose of this project is for the member to learn about and practice facilitating a question and answer session. The next purpose, the purpose of this speech is for the member to practice delivering an informative speech and running a well-organized question and answer session. The member is responsible for managing the time so there is adequate opportunity for both speech as well as social session. All the very best. All the best.
Yes. So what comes to your mind when you hear this theme of the day, this speech for the moon?
Reach for the moon. Anyone to succeed needs that spring in their steps with some such ambitions.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. So today your title is like Stage Fright to Stage Grace. Distinguished Toastmaster, Stage Fright to Stage Grace. All the best.
Thank you. Yeah, you can time me. Let's save time. I'm ready. Let it happen. You could start timing me, man. Good afternoon, Toastmasters and future Toastmasters. I want to spend the next 15 minutes talking to you about something that will help any Toastmaster steer through that journey. Especially this is addressed to Toastmasters who are new. Anyone in this group who is less than 1 year, may I have the trophy? It's meant for you. Anyone here yet to come on the stage and participate in a contest, a speech contest? Anyone yet to participate? Yes, so I have an audience. Others can kindly watch Evaluator, so to say. Seriously. Yeah, so my topic is from stage fright to stage craze. What does it mean? What does it mean? Any idea, anyone? This is what I'm open for the entire house.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
It looks like from phobia to mania.
Absolutely. Mania is a very, very interesting word. Compliments to you. Grammarian, please note this. Let me start. My first story. At the age of 11, I was on my school stage. It was a contest. The topic was 5-year plan, very popular then. I was prepared. Huge hall, something like a black liquid filled my eyes. Some streaks of red. I lost my line. I lost my nerves. Dejected. I got myself ejected. That's story number 1. Story number 2, I'm 14. I entered college for my pre-degree. I joined the debating club. And my college, God still saved them, rather blessed them, sent all 12 of us members for an 8-weekend-long course by the Dale Carnegie Institute of Public Speaking in public speaking. Very much like our speech craft. That changed my life. That confidence and the skills that I got took me quite a few steps higher. I was the hostel secretary, general secretary. I was for the debating in intercollegiate. My career in communication also has helped me. So this is my encounter with communication and the stage. Moving forward, this is the course that changed my life. I will now come to the present and all of you, my dear friends. How to love and claim the stage within what you are signed in for. This is my habit. First of all, you are in the club stage. Let's start with the reality of the club stage. The VPPR, the VPE gives you the tag rules. And you know what to say. The major problem for a speaker is, I don't know what to say. Here that problem is solved because you have the script. Have you heard of a guy called Milo? He lived 500 BC. He was a wrestler in Athens. One day, a calf was born in his neighbor's house. He was a cute little guy. He picked him up, patted him, put him down, Next day, he went there, did the same thing, and it became a habit. And this calf was growing, but he was a wrestler, he could still take it. Until one day, Milo walked into the parliament in Athens carrying a fully grown bull. So media asked, photographs, etc. There was no photograph. Media asked, how did he do that? He said, what's the problem? I picked him up when he was on day one. Every day I was picking up. He must have grown by a gram or a few grams. And today I've been consistent. Do you remember what your president said? He had the permission to anticipate, visualize my speech and support me in the story. What did he say about preparation? We are all both talking about the same thing. Regular, small installments. I give credit to Toastmasters for programming it like that. Starting with tag, then you climb the ladder of speeches, roles. Every day it gets heavier, heavier. Because you do it every day, you are cool. You become a Milo one day. By the way, the most creative role is this. If you want to get on an accelerated mastering the skill, you know why? Every day for 25 weeks, I have to say something different about the same person. That's a very creative challenge, I thought. Seriously, if somebody wants to accelerate their progress, do take that role of introduction. Then, like I said, you take the ladder. First story is your own story. And notionally, it is 6 minutes. It's small, like mother says, no? It's a small Italy, man, have it. Same way, you feel confident. And most people get the ribbon when they do the icebreaker. Why is it? Is it conspiracy? Is it, I don't know. I don't devote it. But you ask them. Then it becomes a 3-leg race with the mentor. The mentor. Here I want to tell you a few small practical tips. One, how many projects do we have in one pathway? This open for all, open house. 15. You know, I get a chance to speak and I come with my best story. No, hold it back. There are 15 projects, some of them are very difficult. Plan what story you will give where. Say tomorrow in your office there's a panel discussion. Read up, there is a panel discussion. Do it now. You will not get a panel discussion when you are ready with program 13, right? So do it now. Therefore, you must know the lay of the land. This is the lay of the land, 50. Next, understand project objective and what you want the audience to receive. Discuss with the mentor. Why? Today I got a mentee saying that I will send a draft. I have no idea what she's going to talk about. I said, what are you going to talk about? It's a waste not to have this discussion, friends. It's not respect for the mentor. Then you draft, edit, practice, record for review. How many have done your icebreakers here? Right. The last icebreaker, who did? Did you do all this?
Yes.
Very good. That's why you did well. There is proof. There is proof. You will notice that your original speech would be improved by a factor of God knows what. It will be hugely different. Then, widen your wings. What is that? You're starting at the club, so how do you widen your wings? Go beyond the club, other clubs, you get a different perspective. There may be good practices that you learn and bring here. Perspectives will be different. How many here regularly go to other clubs? As area director, that's not counted. I saw a raised hand. Not regular. Good. I see a small hand raised very timidly. Yes. What do you do?
Few other clubs.
How many in a week?
Week only one. But month if we take, I kind of vary the clubs, what I listen.
Has it damaged your progress?
Yes, enhanced progress.
Okay. You're not saying it's under duress or under pressure.
See, no, basically every club has its own style in what they do. So we can pick up the best style what works in each club and practice what we can do.
Thank you. Friends, I mean it, I believe it. Second, you know the structure: club, area, division, district. Forget the rest. Our DTM Sruthi is taking care of that now. You will not worry about it now. Here, there are lots of opportunities. In fact, as one person I respect for doing that very well. Ma'am, I'm turning to our respected area director, whose rare visit I want to make you serve and ask. Could you listen, please? Don't count this time as mine. It's applause time. It's not mine. Yeah. Which could you just list the opportunities that you got? Just the names.
Even before becoming area director, I have heard from many experienced Medlians telling that go outside the club and you will learn. As said by Jayashri, I have visited few clubs and I have learned at least one or few good practices.
The roles you have done.
I have done especially contest chair, and I have been judged to several clubs as a voting judge, and I have also done certain roles like TMoD.
Thank you. Looks like the reward for that is what she's enjoying now, the position. Area director. Thank you. So it's a solid proof. You're seeing it in front of your eyes. That's my purpose. Who do you approach? You can ask your VPE, you can ask your mentor, you can ask a second club. It's free here, including the snacks. If you go as a judge, you know that, no? When you go as a Toastmaster, any club, snacks are free. So isn't it? No, but one should know. Important.
Sir, I wanted to.
Can I come back to this? Because the timer is troubling me.
Okay.
So, what is pain to pleasure? If you have been into sports seriously, anybody? Barath? Only for story, sports. Dance, serious Bharatanatyam dance. Guitar, guitar. Each of them are to start with painful. Guitar, you cut your fingers. Without bleeding, you don't become a guitarist. Then, soon, I hope soon, a stage comes, that pain turns to pleasure. On the wings of passion. I wish you all this transition at the earliest so that you don't have pain, but in its place you have pleasure. That's my wish for all of you. Now let me ask you, in this group, anyone given a chance wants to come here and speak? Anybody wants to do that? There. We have two modest people, that's why only 3 hands are up. Let me add mine too. Absolutely. That stage comes. I wish for all of you that stage comes. It's real. Only thing is, you'll have to block us so that others get a chance. Serious, I'm telling you. It's like some guys bat, they will always, you are a cricketer. They will not give up the bat. Only one bat, others gone. So like that here, some people are so eager to speak. And then the contest rise. Ma'am, time?
40 seconds for
But
yellow. For yellow.
I didn't say green. Anyway. Contest rise. It's like moving from gully cricket to stadium pitch. I've done that in my first year of joining. I went in for contest. Why is it so interesting? Because a powerful speech. I went on stage for the first time with a powerful theme that I felt badly that in India we don't treat our children well. That spurred me to go and do that speech. It took me to the division level. I didn't win at all. But I like the feeling. Beauty is, it wakes you up in the morning, a speech. You want to improve. Every syllable by syllable you want to filter it and improve. It becomes part of you. It's a little different, eerie also at times. Your mind is filled with that, but the joy comes from that fullness, that completeness. You walk the periphery of perfection. Because you want everything right. You want everything. Should I say, my dear friends, or friends? Which is better? You try out every conjugations, permutation combinations. And then when you walk the periphery of perfection, soon it will become a habit. Why do you think, I don't want to name names here, why do you think some of them deliver with such clarity in this group? It's become a habit for them. I wish you to also reach a stage of perfection, near perfection. Let's leave it for the gods, perfection. Near perfection, let's make that our aim too. Right? So with that, the bar gets raised and you become a pro. Like who? Milo. Absolutely. Thank you very much. So here I end my speech. I still have time. I can take questions, ideally from the new Toastmasters. Then spill over, we can tackle any question. Anyone? Feel comfortable. Guests can also ask. Anyone? Any questions? Do you believe what I said? Do you believe in what I said? Yeah? Yeah? You think you can pull it off? What do you think? What is that hesitancy? Yeah.
As you said, I need to do a lot of practice and come forward.
Okay. What kind of practice would you do?
Probably I'll ask you that. In front of the mirror, if I...
Yes, yes. You are getting some. I got it. Absolutely. Please be seated. Today I'm told we have very good samosas. I'm going to have 2. We will have a chat about it. Because I'm sure the red has come. But we will not, I will not be. Thank you, TMoD.
Thank you so much for the insightful speech, sir. Thank you so much. Our next speaker is Toastmaster Rohith Medappa. Before calling him, I'd like to call his evaluator, Toastmaster Praveena.
Good evening, everyone. Toastmaster Rohith Medappa is embarking on his speech from Pathways Innovative Planning, Level 5. The project name is High Performance Leadership. There are 2 parts to this. So he will be giving the first part of the speech, which is about planning. The duration is 5 to 7 minutes, and as for the objectives, the purpose of this project is for the member to apply his or her leadership and planning knowledge to develop a project plan, organize a guidance committee, and implement the plan with the help of a team. So he will be giving his first speech. This is to introduce his plan and vision only. Thank you.
Toastmaster Rohith, he's from Karnataka, have been living and working in Chennai for the last 12 years. He works with Cognizant Technology Solution. I was asking about today's theme. He said, have high aspiration in life and do not settle for anything else. So his title is Toastmaster Rohith Medappa, Form to the Table, Toastmaster Rohith Medappa. All the best.
Thank you, TMoD. As we stand in a crossroads of agricultural transformation, have you ever imagined a piece of land which didn't have any life to it, where even a blade of grass never grew? Few years later, it is buzzing with greenery, green paddy fields, life, and soon to contribute food towards the ever-growing population. A very good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters, guests. Thank you for being here. What it's just quoted just now is, it is not miracle. It is a set of clear planning, a little bit of test and try methods. You fail, you fall, you dust yourself and come up. So agriculture is not a game or a sport. It cannot be a hobby, but it is some serious occupation, where 65% of India's population is involved in, directly or indirectly involved with agriculture. So with this, I'll take you through a small set of plans which I developed about 4 years ago, where I seriously got into farming, small scale farming. So I'll take you through my journey so far. So this is just a set of plans where we had to convert a piece of barren land into a cultivable land. So what happened later, that will come into, I'll share with in my second speech. So, okay. To begin with, I need to have a small, very small, clear, precise plan where I had to deal with a set of people who had good knowledge of agriculture but not modern agriculture. They were all still stuck in the 60s or 70s, still relying on traditional methods of farming. So to begin with, so the school, I had to have a goal and vision where my main concern was, this was during the COVID period, so I had to, this is one stance I had to take, look at all the problems going around, that with whatever little bit of piece of land I had to maximize it. So the goal is to convert our wasteland into fertile farmland that helps meet the growing food demands. So this is what happened post-COVID. And then next coming to a vision, that is to promote sustainability, provide community jobs, and ensure everyone has access to nutritious food. This is not at a large scale, but at a community level. Next, coming on to our plan summary. So this is in 2022, where we had a small piece of land that is about 5 acres. So 5 acres in agriculture terms, they are called small-scale farmers. Anything between 1 to 5 acres. So this is about a 5-acre uncultivated and neglected farmland. So we had to convert this into a thriving agricultural land in 3 years. So we had about 3 years. It is almost like we are getting there. Then we had to have the boots on the ground. Boots on the ground is nothing but the set of people who have the local language. So this is about 100 kilometers from Chennai, near Tindivanam. So from Tindivanam, it is another 20 kilometers deep inside the rural area. It's called Pete. In short, it is called Pete. Then we had to have advisors. I need to have a guidance committee who would help me with how to go about training or how to go about starting agriculture and its continuation, and in an arid place like this where it is suitable for agriculture, but hardly anybody were involved in agriculture. Then compliance. When you do farming, like how you have your standards, certain standards in your current occupation, wherever you are involved in farming has its own set of standards. Then we had to have a budget. We didn't have a huge budget to work on, so it is we are working on a thin shoestring budget. Then coming on to the benefits. I'll quickly run through it because our timer has already pushed me off the stage now. Okay, so boots on the side, we had about 4 people, main people who were tasked with purchasing, who were involved in purchasing materials and installing them. Next, the task with supervising staff involved in farm activities. So task with purchasing was more about hardware and getting your fencing and to avoid encroachment. So task with supervising staff involved in farming activities, so they have to get enough manpower and resources to work on the land. Then manage the farm equipment and irrigation. This is somebody who had to get the tilling, the tractors and the harvesters who knew how to run the motors and the irrigation pump sets. Manage the movement of crops from farm to the buyers. Once a crop is grown, so it has to be moved from the farm to the storehouse or to the market. Guidance committee. We had the Tamil Nadu Agricultural Society. We had a few students who were pursuing their PhD who would guide us about regarding the water analysis and then the kind of crops that needs to be grown. Then Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana, who helped, who time and again keeps helping us with the kind of crops that needs to be grown and what are crops needs to be grown with that are involved when it comes to alternate farming and mixed farming. And agriculture officer for soil testing. To begin, first and foremost, it is the soil testing. So we need to know what is the pH level of the soil. So only based on the pH level we can proceed with the farming. Next, the compliance. So environmental standards, we had to have farming, we need to comply to certain standards when it comes to using the kind of fertilizers and chemical manure, so that the soil quality doesn't deplete. Worker safety prime importance because they need to be given the right kind of equipment and also trained to use them. Maintaining equipment needs to be maintained so that the right kind of equipment are used and they are time and again they are serviced so that they can be used on the fields and for the farming purposes so that it reduces damages to the crops. Record keeping is each time and again when we deal with the external agencies, we need to tell them to know what is the kind of, what is the pH level that has varied, that has been varying over the seasons, and the kind of water supply we have had, the rainfall we have had, and based on that, what is the kind of what is the production level that we have had over the year. Then coming to the budget, so this is the budget. That is a very approximate budget I had to put in. That is about 30 lakhs. That had to be extended over 3 years. But yeah, it is for a 5-year. I think it is quite a big amount. Okay, benefits. So when you come to benefits, you need to. So there are varied benefits. So when it comes to agriculture, so it is some serious business. It is not, you can't take it up as a hobby. Where most of our body, mind, and occupation relies on the produce from agriculture. Because at some level, all our body, even our souls are also attached with agriculture, where there is a direct or indirect influence on economy, on agriculture, and human lives as well. So because so coming up to the first, so we have a source of livelihood and employment. It's not just about feeding the people. It also provides jobs and employment to the local communities. Suppose the international trade and boosts revenue, any excess grains or food that is grown after self-consumption, it can be moved on to our regional warehouses. That will be after that where it will be graded, and if it is suitable, it can be exported. Raw materials for industries. So there are other tertiary sectors also which relies on agriculture. Like we have paper industry, our sugar industry, and any small scale and cottage industries which depends on the byproducts of agriculture. And increases greener landscapes because it adds up to air quality and improves our greenery and environment. So suppose livestock. So livestock, when you have livestock, when you're involved in animal husbandry, you need to have large patches of land which produces continuous supply of food for whether like cattle or anybody involved in dairy farming or piggery and poultry farming, and also horse breeding as well. So there are places around the village there somebody has started horse breeding as well. And horse breeding is at a very much level, very expensive, both occupation as well as a sport. So these are one of the few benefits I could quote. So with this, I have put in I have shared my farm development in a nutshell. So if at all you have any plans of getting into agriculture or farming, please reach out to me. But please do not take it as a hobby because just like any other profession, it is a serious profession. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rohith. Timer, can you please tell us who are the qualified speakers?
qualified speaker is Distinguished Toastmaster Thomas. Thank you. So now the next session is most exciting session. Table topic. Master is going to conduct table topics actually. So most exciting session for the table topic master and spine chilling and tummy churning for the members and guests because they had to come to the stage and give the speech. So our Toastmaster Ramya, she's going to conduct table topics today. She's a creative content writer and founder of Savya Innovation. When I talked about today's theme, she said, I'm a cellulophile, a true moon lover. I enjoy watching the moon and would love a beach party on a full moon night. Just like in the picture on the flyer, I love to dance and play under its light. As kids, we were shown the moon as something distant and unreachable, but as I grew, I began to love it more deeply. On full moon nights, I could sit for hours, doing nothing, just gazing at its glow. Yes, I am a proud cellulophile. Thank you so much for this. Now please put your hands to welcome our Toastmaster Ramya.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm Ramya S, the Toastmaster, table topic master for today. Words are powerful. We all know that. But when the words combine together, they create magic. We call them as codes or sayings. I have gone through a lot of failures and rejections in my life. One of my close friends asked me, Ramya, in spite of facing so much of rejections and failures, you bounce back the same level of energy. How come? Honestly speaking, it's very hard. It's overwhelming, exhausting, but the answer is simple. Each failure, rejection, left me with invaluable lessons. So, I moved on with the lessons that I learned. So these invaluable lessons beautified and embellished my life today. And there is one quote which is traveling with me throughout, which is never, never, never and ever give up. This is like a magical bond for me. And this is which keeps me going. And similarly, I'm going to read out certain quotes and sayings which is related to Toastmasters, Medley Toastmasters. It takes courage to be yourself. Life is random. Let's be fair and rational. Miles to go before I sleep. Ignorance is bliss. Any guesses what are these?
Status of WhatsApp.
Exactly. They're actually WhatsApp status messages of fellow Toastmasters. I personally feel this WhatsApp status message tells about the person in a line. I will not tell whose message belongs to whom. That's for you to find out. Please go to the Medley group and find out by yourself. Now, let's celebrate the power together. Power of words and power of your words. And there is a reward. Sorry, there are rewards. You pick a poster, and whatever poster you pick, it's for you. With a sweet token of appreciation, a chocolate. Okay, now, the list of names is given by our VP. I'll read out the names. And this is about quotes. You have to pick a quote. I will ask a question based on the quote, and you have to speak about it. Okay? The first TT speaker is Toastmaster Sriannaporani. Please give me some time. I'll arrange it. One. poster. Please comment. You can show that poster to the fellow Toastmasters. Push yourself. No one else is going to do that for you. Okay, tell us about a time when no one supported you, but you still pushed yourself forward. What kept you going?
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I could easily relate to this quote. Last week, I had a very bad breakdown. I was getting back from office. It was a very horrible day. Nothing went well. I work as a recruiter. So the candidate I quoted, at the last moment he backed out. He was about to join, but he backed out. So I was hoping that he would definitely join. So I had high hopes, and it was just vanished, just like that. And then the day before that day, I hit my son. He was very cranky. He's just two. The horrible twos right now is running. So I mean, my husband is not here, so I'm the one who's handling him. So he was literally pushing my nerves. I felt really bad that night because he hugged me and said, "Amma, I love you." I don't know how come he said that. He said that out of so everything piled up. Usually whenever I feel like this, I go and drink coffee. So I went to the same place, Coffee Shastra area, and then I was sipping my coffee. And then I thought, I saw a random girl. I met some street side girl, a small child, should be around in her 2s or 3s, 3-year-old. The tea shop owner, the coffee shop owner, gave her 2 biscuits. She just jumped and she was enjoying herself. Then I thought, okay, Pulisi, she's happy. You have to push yourself. There's no one who's going to back you up and say, you can't do it. You have to push yourself and you have to do it. So yes, I think that was a very sudden moment and I'm very happy.
Please. If I can choose, you can choose also this. Yes. Okay, on the meeting is now given the names. It's already given the names. You want to go with the names or you wanted to volunteer? I'm asking. Okay, next. And Sriannaporani, that was right. You should not hit your son, okay? But I will hit my daughter. Okay. Next is Toastmaster Krithika. I want to make this table topic session more interesting, not very interesting, easy. So that's the reason. Okay, don't just show the poster. Don't tell people your dreams, show them. Okay, Krithika, share a dream you worked on quietly and surprise others when you finally achieved it.
Hi everyone. So I would say that I am still working on my dreams. I don't think that I am still yet to show, but I am in the process. I'm a work in progress, and there have been a couple of times where I have failed towards achieving my dream. I have felt many personal setbacks, either because of my health or because of the lack of time, etc. But I didn't. I had ensured that it will not let me down. So in fact, I was actually on a journey of self-improvement about 2 years back in my career, and I had and then I had got to know that I was expecting a child, and after that I had to take a break in this personal improvement project. But however, I had ensured that like after a year I had delivered my child, I will still go back to the institute and complete the course. So I had done that, but I'm still a work in progress and I'm still yet to show results. But then I will not let failure complete me. Thank you.
The next person is guest Anish. Failure is show the rules. Failure is not an option. Talk about a moment when you felt like giving up, but you didn't. And why? For you.
Failure, right? We all experienced in our life. So, but we all stand here after facing a failure. Not because we failed, because we overcome it. So, let me tell you a small story in my life. When I was a kid, I loved chocolates. So, but I always failed to get it for free. Always have to go to a shop and buy it. So I always search for organizations which give chocolates to everyone. So for example, for Independence Day, I'll go to, not only my school, I go to 3 or 4 schools and get chocolates because I love them. But I fail sometimes not getting chocolates. So when I turned 18, I found this organization called Toastmasters. So I heard they'll give snacks. That's the only reason I joined here. so one day, it was the 79th Independence Day, and I heard that they'll give chocolate here, but they didn't. So that's why today, when the last time I failed, I thought I would stop because I didn't get chocolate. So I came here again, and voila, there's the chocolate.
Thank you, Anish. And the next speaker is. You said you love chocolate with your kids. I love chocolate even today. Even I steal my daughter's chocolate and eat. Toastmaster Pugazh. Please show the poster. It always seems impossible until it is done. So what is one thing you once thought was impossible, but actually you achieved?
It's not just put up in fellow Toastmasters and guess. Yeah, the topic says what is that, or the question says what's that one thing, what was initially seems impossible, but later it's done. Before getting into that, inspired by the Milo story, I know one more person in Greece, Silo, we'll call this character as Silo. He wanted to lift a buffalo in front of the king, right? And he got tempted, he started to practice lifting a calf day by day. Over a period of time, he's super confident and he skipped 2 weeks, 3 weeks once. He comes to that and he tries to lift the calf. But the calf, trust me, it was weighing more than a buffalo, and he always struggles, and he quits. And after 2-3 weeks, or with the struggle, he was able to lift the calf. Right. So, over a period of time, this story continues, and this man never able to lift the buffalo in front of the king. So, likewise, I skipped every 2 weeks, and 3rd week or 4th week, I try to be here. And every time I'm feeling that, I'm trying to lift a calf, but ending up like the buffalo is too heavy, and I'm struggling all the time. So like guys, this topic, if you give me some time, I can come up with beautiful points, but still, always seems impossible until it's done. I think I'm doing it. What looked impossible to me earlier, to come before a stage like this and deliver some meaningful talk, I think I'm slowly moving towards it. I would consider it's done. Thank you. I'll pick a smaller one so that I leave the one bigger one for others.
Thank you. The next person is Toastmaster Azhagiri. hardest climb. Share the toughest struggle you faced and how you felt when you finally overcame it.
Yeah. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Usually, I have height phobia. Whenever I used to travel flight, I used that fear. To overcome that, I used to read books or I used to listen some motivational audio books. So when we were traveling to Ladakh from flight, we took flight from Bangalore to Delhi, from Delhi to Ladakh. So from Bangalore to Delhi, I watched a movie and I overcome that. But after Delhi to Ladakh, I never felt like that I am feared because that view was very nice. I not only myself and my friends also they are also saying that views, and he is also like me and he is also having height phobia. So we were enjoyed that view from flight. So that is the one thing that I overcome from here.
I always think I have a fear of road travel. I will avoid road trip. But after Azhagiri speaking, now I know I should ask my husband to take me to some nice places, not just to Chennai to Pondicherry. The next speaker is guest Sruthi. Nothing is impossible, the word itself says, I am possible. Tell us about something people said you couldn't do, but you proved them wrong.
Hello, Toastmasters, I'm Sruthi. So, like the word says, nothing is impossible. Every day I begin with the word nothing is impossible by starting with a T. Going to office is impossible for me through travel, but I begin with, okay, let me go with the T. So after I go there, I face many challenges or like many troubles. Then I say nothing is impossible. I motivate myself in the bathroom. Then I go back and I start again. So yeah.
I usually thought bathroom is only for me, like Vejimanam, but it's almost, I think, for everyone it is like that. The next speaker is Toastmaster Uma Maheswararao. Is busy taking pictures. Come, please. It's okay. Any one of you, please take a picture of him. No? The harder you work, the better you get. Share an example where practice and hard work made you much better at something.
Yeah, the harder, this live example is the Toastmaster Club. I am very poor at communication and stage fear. Nowadays I am seeing the improvement in me. Also, all my office staff also started recognizing me. Nowadays I am cracking jokes and everyone appreciating my humor. And everyone adding the word like after going Toastmaster he changed a lot. When yesterday there is a R&R event, they asked me to distribute awards to some of the colleagues. Then I am thinking in myself like, don't be nervous, it is like another Toastmaster club, you already handled a lot of these type of situations. So I am motivating myself, like whenever I am getting this stage, it is improving myself and I am losing my stage fear and nervousness. And I am constantly working towards to become better speaker. And in future also I am aiming to help the younger ones, like when I grow, like other leaders who are new, because I know the struggles which I faced. If I see somebody likes me struggling, I want to guide and mentor them in my organization or in my role. That's what I do. Thank you.
Suresh. So I used to watch the videos of, if I didn't attend the meeting, I would watch the videos of especially Uma, Suresh and Senthil and some few of the Toastmasters here specifically. So I have seen that Uma is delivering extraordinary speeches these days. Next. Toastmaster Balaji. There are many things to fear on the road of success. So this is the thing which you fear the most to achieve your goal.
I think the word English. In the childhood, when I was 1 to 6th class, I struggled a lot. Like I done many spelling mistakes. And 6th to 10th standard, my English teacher taken me 1 hour of tuition to improve my English. She give me one word or grammar every day. I practice each and every day. In my 10th to 12th, I think, my father suggests me one institute, Vita Institute. Anyone know? I went there. But till college also I did not find anything because I did not follow anything and completed any of the course. And in college days, in PG college, I took, all of you know, nowadays the English 30 days class or something. That and all I attended and I did not completed any of the course. So my fellow photographer suggests me the Toastmaster. You will not have a hands-on training. You only speech and improve self. That's why I am here. I think I have improved a little bit. The top 1%. Okay, yeah, the Toastmaster helping me. That is I am saying that fear.
Toastmaster Senthil. The more you learn, the more you earn. What's one lesson or skill you learned that gave you unexpected rewards?
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters. So actually, the quote is very related to me. Last week, I have participated in my office hackathon event. Every year participated. I pitched my idea. I always lost the idea. Even not able to select it. This time, fortunately it has been selected because of I am a Toastmaster. So I write the story. They impressed. So I selected. Then they give 4 days to build the app. So they give option to 4 to 5 members. I can be an app. I can build. So first of all, I like to learn what happened. First I give the story. The AI, everywhere if you see in the mobile AI, whatever, anywhere their buzzword will like AI. So that also make us to fear, right? Maybe our industry will be changed. The human will be replaced. Everything. So I like to learn about AI. So okay, we are developer. Maybe it will be replaced. So I try to learn that. But when I open the mobile, 10 minutes, I just sit and see. Then I sleep and see. Then after 15 minutes, I got sleep. So I could not learn. So then I try to face like a challenge. So I will be allowed to participate this. I will learn everything in the 4 days. I will build the app. I give an idea and I build that. Every day I just sleep 3 days. 3 hours only I sleep every day. Really, what I learned that when I try to watch the video, that time I could not be even 10 minutes I could not be, 15 minutes I could not be watched. But when I get the commitment, just 2-3 hours only I am able to sleep and fully motivated. I try to. I failed, but I built something. I failed the demo as well. But what I learned now, I got a confidence I can build a AI too. So that's what I learned. So finally I come to the quote that more you learn, that you will be learned. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, please. 2 more speakers. Next speaker, Toastmaster Pramodh. Think positive, be positive. Share a time when staying positive made things better for you.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Thinking positive does not mean I'm going to jump off a helicopter without a parachute and say, I can do this. It means I'm going to make sure that I have an instructor, I have a parachute, and then I'm going to jump off. Then I can take a video of it, sing, I believe I can fly, and send it to all my friends saying that I did skydiving. Just letting you know, this is positive thinking. I realize that negative thinking isn't really going to get me anywhere, so I might as well be positive. Because if we think negative, we're probably going to prove ourselves right. But if we think positive, and even if the results are not in my favor, at least I had the benefit of thinking positive. For example, I put my name in the list. Did I expect that she was going to give chocolates? No. However, I ended up getting an opportunity to get a chocolate today. So that is the power of positive thinking. Therefore, I encourage everyone to think positively. The benefits of which is at least you'll get a chocolate in the end of at the end of your speech. Thank you. Over to you.
Please.
Thank you.
Next speaker, Toastmaster Jayashri. Stop dreaming, start living. Tell us about a dream you made real, how to change your life.
So I've never stopped dreaming. I always continue to dream forward and I also start doing it in parallel. So back when I was studying in my 3rd or 4th grade, we used to live in a joint family. Right? And it used to be a very small apartment of 500 square feet where it used to be my parents, myself and my cousin who's an elder brother. Right? Like the 4 of us used to stay in one small apartment which had a hall and a kitchen, that's it. Right? Ever since I was going through that, and my father was doing business at that point in time, we have always felt that we need a larger home, but whatever we do happens within that home, right? Like you cook, you take bath, it's all just within that space. So I always dreamt of building a home. Especially I had a dream of building a home and naming it in the name of my parents. So when everyone asked me in an interview, like, what is your long-term goal, what is your short-term goal, I said, like, both my goal is always to build a home for my parents. And soon that dream became reality. And last year, I constructed a home along with the help of my parents and I named it and dedicated it for them. And it took me nearly 7 years of my savings to put all things together for it. And I felt it's always good to dream, never to stop dreaming, and also do something in parallel to achieve that dream. So that's it.
It's for you. I'm chopping this. Thank you so much. And I would like to share my dream here. My first day Toastmasters was International Speech Contest in Desert Road. That was my first day. I was a guest. It was amazing. I was so fortunate to see the best of all the Toastmasters that day. And you know what I thought? One day I'm going to stand there. I thought I should be there and I'm participating in the humorous speech contest on September 13th. Thank you, Toastmasters, all of you for that.
So thank you so much, Toastmaster Ramya, for the beautiful topics. We are all able to relate. So wonderful, all of the motivation topics only, right? Very nice. Thank you so much for that. I would like to call our general evaluator. Before that, I would like to ask who are the qualified table topic speakers?
Now, the qualified table topic speakers are Toastmaster Sriannaporani. It took 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Just say the name.
Toastmaster Sriannaporani. Toastmaster Krithika. Guest Anish. Toastmaster Pugazh M. Toastmaster Azhagiri. Toastmaster Uma Maheswararao. Toastmaster Balaji. Toastmaster Senthil. Toastmaster Pramodh and Toastmaster Jayashri.
Thank you, Timer.
Guess, how are we getting guess?
Thank you, team.
Guess vote. Guest vote, how are you getting?
Oh, okay, vote slip, like we need that because other members can vote in the link, but for the slip for the guest, how are they going to the best speaker and best?
Now it is time for qualitative analysis. The first prepared speech evaluator was the past president and also the area secretary director. He has been a Toastmaster for almost half a decade and is interested in learning new things. I didn't embrace his aim. You might be seeing other role players. I have embraced with some because his embracement and reflect in his style. I like Rajini's style and also like his person style. Whether you people observe his walking style or not, I have always been observing, especially when he walks towards the stage. Now you can see he is none other than our Toastmaster.
I never had such a introduction in my life. Thank you very much. My time starts later, okay? You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. That is the core message I got from DTM Thomas' speech. I like two things in your speech. The first is the communication style. It's more of a chronological storytelling way of presentation. Hey, you know what happened in my 11th year? What happened in my 14th age? And what happened now? See, this is the beautiful way of narrating a story which can very well connect the audience, and DTM Thomas has excellently done that. 11th, 14th, and cut to present what is happening. Second thing I like is the connect with the audience. It's more from a rags to riches kind of a story, but it was more in the manner of, it is interlaced with humor, it was interactive, conversation style, and the delivery was more of clear, candid, and confident. These are the two things I like in your speech. Having said that, there are few suggestions I have in your project. The first suggestion I have is, I thought you could have set the expectations in the very beginning, saying that, hey, you know, this speech is for 10 minutes and the rest of the 5 minutes is for your Q&A, so you can ask the questions. I really felt that you asked more questions than the audience. So that expectation would have helped that. Second thing is more on the content. I felt it was a bit broad. So you covered the roads, the club, district, and the contest. I really felt that you are like an encyclopedia. You can't talk about any other topic. So you could have narrowed down one topic whether it is a role players in the club level, or contest in the district level and beyond, or the club officers who have gone beyond the district level, you can talk about any topic. And that would have been much better for the audience, so that it is not narrowing down to a new Toastmasters, but it is helpful for the audience, meaning like experienced Toastmasters, new Toastmasters, guests who wants to be understanding about Toastmasters. It would have been helpful. That's the minute thing I thought in the second thing. And third one is on the presentation deck. I feel that the presentation deck is not needed because it was having too many words. It could have been just one slide of a figure or a diagram or anything, or picture or anything that would have been summarized everything. But for your kind of a communication style, I thought that the presentation was not needed because it has got too many words over there. And if at all there is a presentation needed, maybe a summary or a diagram or a punchline, that is enough for that. So these are the things I should have. Overall, to summarize, I would say it is excellent communication style. The storytelling technique is what I really like, and that is something that every Toastmaster can follow. The second thing is on the connect with the audience, excellent connect. But if you could have taken care of the time management and presentation deck, that would have been super brilliant. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you. Then the second speech evaluator. She was in the cult for several years and is the mother of 2 teenage boys. This person is the co-founder of Express Endowed Academy, where they train children in communication skills and personality development. She is a volunteer in an NGO, the Brain Reward Foundation, and a corporate trainer. The meaning of this person's name is a brilliant word or expert. Yes, definitely she is the expert evaluator. I invite Toastmaster Praveena to give the evaluation report.
One of my son is no more a teenager. He's 21 now. So I think we have to constantly keep updating personal details. So good afternoon, everyone. Especially to Toastmaster Rohith. Yeah. Okay. So your farm to the table plan was well embellished with a colorful and informative PowerPoint. It helped people connect with your project because it's after all the backbone of our country, which is agriculture. Apart from the use of PPT, you also had statistics to tell why it is such an important topic and why you took it, because 65% of India's economy is based on agriculture. And yes, you mentioned your goal and mission, which is one of the most important objectives, which is to boost production, but at the same time to make it sustainable. With the help of the guidance committee and, interestingly, another term which is called boots on the ground. You had wonderful eye contact when you were presenting in spite of having to look this side. And since you had to keep changing the slides, you also paused every now and then. And the hand gestures were also reasonable. Now, what else could you have done better in terms of this project? One of the most important, as the pathway title itself says, it is a high performance leadership program. So what did you do as a leader? Here it is mentioned in the manual that this is about being an altruistic leader, which means one of your key criteria is how do you persuade your team, how do you support your team in order to achieve this goal? What are the challenges that you faced? Because you had so many meetings with some of the very key people in your guidance committee, like you had mentioned. I'm sure it would not have been easy at all. And also you didn't mention what type of crops you were going to grow, and even there I'm sure you must have had a lot of issues in terms of what type of crops to grow, why, what, and all that. So that is the main part which was missing. Secondly, the flow. Maybe better practice would have helped with the flow, and I'm sure the ARC author is going to come and mention that. So if with better practice, I'm sure all the crutch words can be reduced. And as for the timing, I'm sure you must have seen that you had way crossed the limit. Because this is just your first part of the speech, which is just about planning. So maybe too much of knowledge, input in terms of compliance, benefits, and so many PowerPoint bullets with complete sentences like Toastmaster Saravanan was also saying, is not really required, especially when you are also short of time. Because PowerPoint presentation is just to help us understand better. So not, because when you have so many sentences over there, we are going to keep reading the sentences over there and unfortunately miss out whatever you are going to say. So there's going to be a clash of interest. So if that can be avoided. So finally, to summarize, it was a wonderful PPT presentation. Nevertheless, it was colorful, informative. You had a clear goal, vision, plan. If you can take care of the timing, most importantly, the leadership attributes and challenges, then you can definitely look into it for your second part of the speech. Thank you.
Timer, can you announce qualify the evaluators' name?
The qualified evaluators are Toastmaster Saravanan and Toastmaster Praveena.
Thank you. All are requested to cast their votes for the first evaluator. So it is time for the tag reports. Now I invite the timer, Toastmaster Srividhya M, to read the timer report. Please come.
Hello, fellow Toastmasters. Please give me a second. I've typed everything, including the general evaluators and the prepared speakers. Okay, I'll start with the prepared speaker, distinguished Toastmaster Thomas Abraham. He completed his speech in 15 minutes and 29 seconds. Toastmaster Rohith, he took 11 minutes and 23 seconds, 23 minutes, 11, oh pardon me, 1 minute. Yeah, it is 11 minutes and 23 seconds. The table topic must have started on time and kept well within the time. Each of the table topic speakers I will read out. Toastmaster Sriannaporani took 1 minute and 39 minutes. Toastmaster Krithika took 1 minute and 26 minutes. 1 and 26. Guest Anish, he spoke for 1 minute and 33 seconds. Toastmaster Pugazh spoke for 1 minute and 38 seconds. Toastmaster Azhagiri spoke for 1 minute and 26 seconds. Guest Sruthi spoke for 33 seconds. Toastmaster Uma Maheswararao spoke for 1 minute and 13 seconds. Toastmaster Balaji for 1 minute and 43 seconds. Toastmaster Senthil, 2 minutes and 2 seconds. Toastmaster Pramodh, 1 minute and 13 seconds. Toastmaster Jayashri, 1 minute and 30 seconds. Moving on to the evaluators. The first evaluator of the day, Toastmaster Saravanan, took 3 minutes and 14 seconds. The second evaluator, Toastmaster Praveena, took 3 minutes and 26 seconds. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Then account report by Toastmaster Anish CG.
In the prepared speech session, distinguished Toastmaster Thomas sir, he had a clean speech. Toastmaster Rohith had a few hours and one so. In the table topic speech, Toastmaster Sriannaporani had a clear speech. Toastmaster Krithika had 1 hour and a few but. Guest Anish had a clear speech. Toastmaster Pugazh had 1 hour and one so. Toastmaster Azhagiri used the word when. Guest Sruthi had a clear speech. Toastmaster Uma Maheswararao used the word like once. Maheshwar. Toastmaster Balaji had a clean speech. Toastmaster Senthil used the word so a couple of times. Toastmaster Pramodh had a clean speech. Toastmaster Jayashri had a clear speech. And the evaluation session, Toastmaster Saravanan had a clean speech. And Toastmaster Praveena also had a clean speech.
Thank you very much for your beautiful job. Lastly, I invite the Grammarian Toastmaster Amirtha to deliver this report.
Good afternoon again, everyone. Today's table topics itself was filled with so many beautiful, inspiring phrases. First, I'll go through the people who used the word of the day. Toastmaster Shanmughavel used it 4 times. Big round of applause for him. Thank you. Toastmaster Praveena and Toastmaster Ramya have also used the word of the day. Regarding interesting phrases, things that we can learn to use that really make our speech beautiful and noticeable and somehow stick to your mind, distinguished Toastmaster Thomas had a whole lot of beautiful phrases. I'd like to highlight a few. A spring in their step, steer through the journey, course that changed my life, a ladder of roles, accelerated mastery of skill. There was a lot of driving metaphors we thought. 3-legged race, widen your wings, pain to pleasure, irresistible attraction, periphery of perfection. I have many more here, but I'm going to skip for that so that I can read what other people have used. Toastmaster Rohith used some interesting words and phrases: buzzing, test and try, serious occupation, agricultural serious occupation, very true. Boots on the ground, that was very interesting. Shoestring budget in a nutshell. Toastmaster Ramya, she has come up with a whole lot of beautiful phrases, all of them motivating and very inspirational. Other than that, she used some of the interesting words: bounce back, overwhelming, magical wand, etc. And she also highlighted the beautiful phrases people have as their WhatsApp status messages. That's also very interesting. Other than that, Toastmaster Anish used high hopes piled up, and Toastmaster Krithika used journey of self-improvement. Always a very positive connotation. Toastmaster Sruthi used, or she spoke on this topic, nothing's impossible. The word itself says, I am possible. I think that was one of the most inspiring and things that stay in your mind of all the phrases that Toastmaster Ramya highlighted. I would also like to highlight a few of the grammatical mistakes that people had. I see an improvement in me. It should be, I noticed an improvement in myself. Then working towards to become a better speaker should actually be used as working towards becoming a better speaker. Done many spelling mistakes, that should be, I used to make many mistakes in spelling. These are some of the phrases that I noticed which could be used in a better way grammatically. So thank you everyone, and that's my Medley Meeting.
Timer, all the tag players are qualified?
Yes.
So all are requested to cross. Now is the time for G. Our VP, Vice President Education, Toastmaster Pramodh, created a WhatsApp group on 18th August, that is on Monday. The day after the meeting of 8:45, with a few role players. Our DIMoD also said the theme for the meeting on Wednesday. Kudos to all. To avoid the confusion, the VP mapped the speakers with concerned evaluators, and he reminded the speakers who had not sent their evaluation detail on time. The rough agenda for the meeting was released 2 days before the meeting, close to VP. The room was equipped and set up on time before the meeting, Besides, the room was embellished with a pleasant smile. The guests were welcomed properly and briefed about the Toastmaster format. The meeting started at the correct time. Now also we are running ahead 2 minutes past. The DMOD has introduced the general evaluator, speaker and table topic master properly. The DMOD has introduced and explained the meeting theme, reach for the mood. The word of the day is challenging. Even though we have embellished the word of the day in the stand, very less people has used. I think 3 people, like 3 or 4 people, 3, myself 5 times. The tap crowd players have prepared properly and introduced their roles within the allotted time. The table topic master called the people who didn't have a meeting role during the table topic session. If you see today we are having 26, total 26 people including guests. Role players are 12, all the speaker. The remaining Toastmaster 11, except Narendra, she has called all the people. Guests were 4, 2 guests were invited. Kudos to table topic master. She was generous. She has given me
Poster and chocolate.
in addition to poster. Overall, the meeting was finished within the stipulated time, 2 minutes earlier. Then improvisation. Members should arrive on time, even though we have 55 members. Hardly 17 members were present at 2:55 p.m. Especially our TMoD guests are the 11 players should be on time. I was happy to see the final agenda 9:57 a.m. today. When I have given the printout option, it disappeared immediately. Then only I remembered that our VP is the acupuncturist. It is advised to release the final agenda within that time. That means 1 day before, that is on Friday. The speaker should give their speech title as early as possible. I think this is also one of the reasons the VP didn't release the final agenda. He has released the final agenda today at 11:25 a.m. It should be provided. This time the projector is okay, but the generator sound was disturbing our speech. Initially, generator, one sound was the motor. Then, the debate topic session was interesting. Instead of using the poster, the debate topic master, if he used the PPT, will be very easy to displace on people. Then, when you are giving the topic, first you should call the name of the speaker, then topic 210, lastly the speaker name. This is the way we have to give the table topic. The last thing, the Kenneth Harley launched an American author, business consultant, and a motivational speaker said that feedback is the breakfast of champions. And one American proverb tells, even the best needle cannot see its own eye. So today feedback is for tomorrow's excellence. Take it in positive way. With this, I hand over the podium to TMoD.
Thank you so much for your
us into pieces. Thank you so much for that. So coming back to for the reach of the moon actually. Reach of the moon, sorry. Chandrayaan 3 gave us the sun for rigging and land, surface data. But more importantly, gave us a very powerful thing, that is belief. Belief that no setback is final. Belief that keep learning, trying and pushing, that will, the one which you are not able to reach will make it possible. So if India can land the moon after falling apart, if we just with the right spirit, we can also reach the higher places. So why I have brought the moon into the picture, the Toastmasters, is actually for many public speaking and communication skill comes very handy. For most of us, it is not an easy thing. But for that, to achieve that, we all have to take roles after roles, and we have to present ourselves here, come to the stage and take steps boldly, and we have to seek our mentor's help. And the moon is not the limit. We should reach higher than that. Thank you so much. Over to President. Okay, sorry. Okay, I'd like to call our area director, Toastmaster Pravda.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Hema. Fellow Toastmasters, guests, and my dear friends, a very good evening to one and all present here. Exactly 4 years before, August 2021, I attended an online Medley meeting as a guest. To tell you honestly, I felt nervous and I had the doubt that I will not fit into this place. It took me 6 months to gather the courage and finally become its member. That was a turning point in my life. Medley became more than a club for me. As said by many of the Medleyans, it became my second family. The camaraderie, the positive environment, and the supportive culture helped me to overcome my fear. And it was Medley that gave me, from where I learned the discipline and the core values of Toastmasters. My natural inclination towards leadership, guiding others, and with the constant encouragement from experienced Medleyans, it pushed me towards taking up leadership roles which initially I started with treasurer, then VPM, VPE, and eventually the president. And every role taught me and helped me in my growth. It enhanced my leadership skills in a unique way and in more positive way. And over time, I realized that Toastmasters is not just a platform to enhance our communication and leadership skills. It is a journey of self-discovery, like what Krithika told. It uncovers our inner strength and it embellishes our personality. But all this happens with the amount of effort and commitment that we give to Toastmasters. This year, 2025-26, I have committed to be the area director, and today I stand before you as a district representative of not only for Medley but for 4 more clubs. And in this role, I will be sharing the experience and the learnings that I have got with more members, and in turn, I will also learn from more members. As an area director, after taking up the area director of C3, I actually thought, I was really initially very happy that most of the clubs in area C3, they met during Wednesdays and Thursdays. And I was happy that I will not miss my Medley meeting. But unfortunately, this additional responsibilities and my personal commitment, I could not attend regularly meeting. That was the reason that I could not be in Medley. But I closely watching what is happening in the club. I am seeing the progress of the club, and under the able leadership of Toastmaster, the President Toastmaster Barath and his dedicated ExCom team, it is excelling, it is continuing to excel, and that is reflected in the dashboard. 7 DCP goals achieved out of 10 as per 2 p.m. of 23rd of August 2025, and this Medley is the highest club to score 7 DCP points among the 182 clubs of District 1. Across, Medley standards are always kept high, and it is the benchmark for Medley itself. But at this position, I am also in a place to mention, as said by our evaluator, that the perennial problem that lies in other clubs also lies in one of the model club like Medley, that the initial footfall when the meeting is starting is relatively low, and we have to work something on that. And now it is the contest season, and I am sure that all the Medlians are on their feet preparing for the contest. I wish each and everyone all the very best for the contest, and I am also in a position to remind you that all those, the winner and the first runner-up of the club contestants will move to the area contest that is scheduled on October 11th. I wish each and everyone here enriching and enjoying Toastmaster year 2025-26. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your speech, Toastmaster Pravda. I would like to hand over the stage to our Toastmaster, President Toastmaster Barath.
Thank you, TMoD Toastmaster Hema. What a wonderful and exciting meeting we had today. I'd like to thank all the role players and all the members who have taken time to attend this meeting. I'd also like to appreciate the first time role players today. The timer, Toastmaster Srividhya, and the table topic master, Toastmaster Ramya. Now let's have guest feedback. Can we have feedback from guest Praveena? Can you come over here and share your feedback about the meeting?
Hey, hello, good evening. So I just introduced myself. This is Pradeep, those who never know me. So this is my second session with the Toastmaster. Really, it's getting day by day interesting, and week on week giving a more, what do you say, like interest to come participate and get learning more stuff. And one really, I want to share one interesting thing from today. What I learned is everyone shares their own personal experience, which really motivates. It's not only your video you're watching on Instagram or not like that. It's a really inspiring stories to each everyone else presenting. I really enjoy the sessions. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thanks everyone.
Can we have feedback from another guest, Nagavali?
Sir.
Can you please come over here and share a few words about the meeting?
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. Good evening, everyone. This is the first meeting of my Toastmaster. First, I ask please excuse my English because I thought my English is poor. This is my first meeting of Toastmaster. When I was entering into the room, I was feared very much because I don't take any muscle practice till now. I know I went to some classes for develop my communication, but all teachers told Nagavali you should take muscle practice, but I didn't take any muscle practice. I don't consider about that. Now I saw all of you. I can improve myself. Now I believe myself. So I want to tell about that meeting. It was a wonderful meeting. I thought. I have believed myself because that madam told that before 4 years I went to this meeting. At the time I improved my. After that only I improved myself. So I got confidence. I will develop myself. So the Toastmaster gave the opportunity. So I thank Toastmaster and all of you. Please excuse my English.
Thank you. Now we'll move on to the winners of today's meeting. The best speaker goes to distinguished Toastmaster Thomas G. The best evaluator, Toastmaster Saravanan. Best table topic speaker, Toastmaster Balaji. The best tag role player, Grammarian Toastmaster Amirtha. And the best role player, the person who distributed chocolates to Ramya S. The president of this is not disqualified.
Speakers can't distribute chocolate.
An announcement. Last week we have passed the budget with the renewal fee for the term, and also subsequently we have also sent the MOM with the other details. So starting tomorrow, from this week we will be starting the renewal. Our Vice President membership, Jayashri, would reach out with the campaign for the renewal starting tomorrow. Please ensure you start your renewal fee payment so that we can complete all the renewals on time. And with this, I adjourn meeting number 846. I request all the members and please join us for snacks and coffee.